Hi, bonjour everyone! Today we are making a marshmallow, and if you don't know, it actually dates back from a really long time. Already back in the ancient Greece they were making some, but it was different because it was for medicinal use and they were actually using the marshmallow plant, which we don't do anymore. But the thing which is really important is that I want to show you that it's really simple to make. You just need a little bit of technique for the cooking of the sugar because you need a thermometer, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise it's so simple, super simple, and I'm pretty sure that once you will try this recipe at home, you will never buy them anymore because they are tasteless. Once you will try those, and the texture is just like having little clouds in your mouth. It's perfect. So without further ado, let's get to it. You'll see how quick and easy it is to make marshmallows. First, soak the gelatin in a large bowl of water. Note that I doubled the proportions of the recipe here to make regular sized marshmallows and smaller ones to use just for hot cocoa. And of course you will find the exact proportions as well as the full recipe down below in the description box. Then mix well the icing sugar and the potato starch until well combined and sift them in a large container. You will get something really light and ready to coat the plates where we'll pour the marshmallow mixture later on. But before, spread some vegetable oil with a brush on the plate or plates you want to use. This step is very important if you do not want your sweets to stick to the plate. Then, you can spread half of the mixture of icing sugar and starch on the plates with a small sift. Oh, and be quite generous and use half of the mix, even though it seems quite a lot. It is a crucial step for easy to unmold marshmallows, so do not miss any spots or corners. Now you can prepare the flavors you wish for your marshmallow. For this batch, I chose vanilla. I actually pretty much always include vanilla pods with the other flavors anyway. So I remove the seeds with a knife after slicing the pods in two. And don't throw the pods away, you can use them to flavor some milk or some sugar, for example. The next step calls for a little multitasking, but don't worry, it is far from difficult. So pour the water, sugar, and honey in a large saucepan. Stir just a little so that it gets incorporated. Not too much to avoid the sugar to crystallize. Then turn the heat on and do not stir anymore. You will now need a food thermometer to regularly check the temperature. We need to go up to 130 degrees Celsius or 265 degrees Fahrenheit. It usually takes 3 to 4 minutes approximately for one batch of marshmallow. So here it's still not hot enough. Let it cook and boil some more and check often. Meanwhile, pour your egg whites in the bowl of your stand mixer. You can also use a hand mixer, but it will be trickier to check the sugar syrup temperature at the same time. Start whisking the whites. I usually go to the speed 10 for one batch, but as I'm cooking 2 here, I'm only going up to the speed 8. And do not do like me here though, because in my kitchen the stand mixer is quite far from the pan, so I had to rush to the sugar syrup when it started bubbling like crazy and almost overflow while I was checking the egg whites. So anyway, be attentive because the sugar reacts really quickly. Other than that though, it isn't difficult at all. So now we are getting to 130 degrees Celsius and the egg whites are all ready and foamy. Do not whisk them too firm or you'll get some elastic marshmallows. Well, a little too chewy to my taste. I prefer them soft. Slowly incorporate the hot syrup to the egg whites, the stand mixer on speed 6, so a medium-high speed. Let it mix just a little, then add your gelatin sheets after wringing them thoroughly. Put the mixer back on speed 6 and add your vanilla and or your other flavor of choice, as well as the food coloring. I want a soft pink, so I went with 15 drops for 2 batches. And my food coloring isn't so strong, so it really depends on what you've got, so you should adjust accordingly. When everything is incorporated, it is now time to check the temperature, as we need it to get down to 40 degrees Celsius or 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep whisking at speed 4 or 6 and check regularly. Still too warm, so we keep whisking. When it gets to 40 degrees Celsius, we need to be a little quick here, as the paste gets thick quite fast. Pour it into your prepared plates and equalize the surface roughly as soon as you pour it. So here I'm doing a regular batch and the hot cocoa batch, which will be much thinner, but I pour the same quantity. The only difference is in the plate dimensions. For the regular batch, I usually go for 3 to 4 centimeters thickness, and for the hot cocoa one, around 1.5 centimeters. Finally, equalize the surface properly so that it's smooth everywhere. Give it a taste, of course. We do not waste anything in this kitchen. Now to the final touch. Spread the rest of the mixture, icing sugar and starch on top of the paste with a sift. And let it rest at room temperature for 24 hours. I usually store it in a cabinet until ready. The next day, with a spatula, unstick softly the sides and the bottom of the marshmallow before unmolding it on a clean work surface. With a knife, cut your marshmallow squares to the desired size. If it sticks, you can put your blade knife under hot water and dry it properly before each cut, but it shouldn't be necessary. After you have cut your little squares, mix them thoroughly in the starch icing sugar mix that's on the table. It will prevent the marshmallow from sticking together when stirring. I then put them in an airtight container and that's it. Here I also show you how I cut the ones I keep for my hot cocoa, but really there isn't any other difference than the size. I just like to prepare them thinner so that the marshmallow will dry a little bit more and won't melt directly into the hot chocolate. It will look and taste better. And I mix them well and store them just like the larger ones. Here is the final result. As you can see, I've done some more off camera. Those are actually a bit different because I've added 1 drop of peppermint essential oil to the mix when I was adding the vanilla. They are awesome, seriously. Those are the classic version. There are endless possibilities to flavor them. So just be creative and try different things. Like really traditionally, it was actually flavored with rose water and it tastes really nice as well. Those would be really nice. So you could add like, maybe not rose water because it adds some more liquid to the mix. So it's not good because it could change the different ratios. Some rose essence would be a good solution. So you could add this to those ones. And for these ones, I've actually done them thinner and cut them smaller because I actually keep them for hot cocoa. And I have my special recipes that I will share with you very soon in the coming video. So keep posted for that. And just for the info as well, they actually keep very well in an airtight container for about a week. But usually they don't last that long because they are eaten very fast. But yeah, 1 week is good because still be careful because you're working with raw egg whites and even though they are cooked with the sugar syrup, we never know, it's better to be safe, so 1 week we're safe, it's good. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and this recipe if you try it, and really keep me posted because I'm really curious to know your mind about it. They are even more than 10 times better than the store-bought ones. So yes, let me know and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like it just down below as well as subscribe to my channel for more upcoming content. And I will see you very soon in the coming one. Au revoir, bye!